OMG. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I am bringing you a bonus video this week. I need to tackle some outdoor cleaning. We're not going to be doing any yard work in this bonus video, but we are going to be doing some cleaning that I have been neglecting because I've been so busy doing yard work. So first thing I'm tackling is washing our trash cans because I have noticed a uptick in the amount of flies that are in my garage right now. And I took a look in the dang trash cans, and now I know why. This one in particular is so dirty. It's got some sticky, probably food particles stuck to it, which, you know, just attracts the dang flies. This one's not bad, but they both need to be cleaned out, so that's what I'm going to start off with. If you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down in the comment section? I would love to welcome you and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. I appreciate you. Look at how dang dirty this trash can is. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever washed it. We've had it for probably a year. So it really, really needed it. So about 2 weeks ago, I had to have a dang plumber out to the house because this outside water spigot was leaking inside the house. I don't know how long it had been leaking. It created a bunch of damage in the basement. I already had the outside waters on the other side in the backyard fixed. Plumbing is so dang expensive. Anyways, I'm so grateful that it's been fixed. Stupid hose. I love this hose. I don't ever want a regular hose again. It's one of those that are super duper lightweight, easy to carry around. But man, if you try to set it down when the water pressure is high, it flops all over. It just totally sprayed me everywhere. And I forgot, but there is a nozzle on it where I can actually turn the water off from that nozzle instead of actually turning the water off. Anyways, I realized it a little bit later in the video. And I'm just going to use some Dawn Power Wash and this big, long handled scrub brush. I'll link it down in the description box to clean this out. It's a pretty durable scrub brush. And I'm 5'2", so I'm short. And I wanted something that would reach far enough down that I could get all the way to the bottom without actually having to climb inside the trash can. Anyways, let me tell you what, if you don't wash your trash cans, which I'm sure a lot of you do, it is a good idea to do it at least once a year. It drastically cut down on the flies in my garage because that's where we keep the trash cans. So it really needed to be done. And can I just say that I am so incredibly grateful to have water outside the water spigots. If you've been with me for a while, then you already know this. But if you're new, you wouldn't know this. We've been in this house for 12 years. And I think it was last fall was the first time that we had use of our outside water spigots. And they are so incredibly helpful. This was the part where I realized I could change the water pressure on the hose without turning the water off. It was of our own doing because the first year we moved into the house, we of course did what you're supposed to do. We shut off the outside water so that it wouldn't freeze and break the outside water spigots. Well, we must have forgot that we did that, and we just thought that our outside water spigots didn't work for all of those years. And I had a plumber out at the house doing something with our well, and I had asked him about it, and he goes, well, they're shut off. Here's your shut off right here. So for all those dang years, anyways, I just wanted to say I'm grateful to have outside running water so I can clean the trash cans. It's a little later in the afternoon, so I'm going to move them in the front yard where the sun is directly shining so that they will dry them. My husband's probably going to be home soon, and let me just tell you, he's probably going to make a comment about trash cans sitting in the front yard because he's going to be worried that the neighbors will get upset. So much better. Nothing sticking to them, nothing stuck to the bottom of them. Like I said, it has drastically reduced the number of flies in my garage. So I'm super happy that I took the time to do this. And yep, my husband came home and he looked at Donna Jean and he goes, "Did you roll the trash cans out into the middle of the lawn?" And she looked at him like, "Why would I do that, Dad?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "I did." And he was like, "Why?" I said, "Because I cleaned them." I don't know why he said. We have our front yard, our backyard looks terrible. Y'all have seen it already. The front yard looks fantastic. He doesn't need to worry about what the neighbors think. I don't know why he's always so concerned. Anyways, we're moving into the backyard now. We're not doing yard work in the backyard. We're doing cleaning because the windows are horrible and I can't take it anymore. And I haven't done any cleaning on the outside. And so, of course, all the frames and everything, they just need to be cleaned up. And I know you're probably wondering, why don't you get the power washer out? Because the power washer is like my favorite thing ever. Well, number one, I have crank windows in the back of the house, so I can't get the window tracking that way anyways. Number two, I already told you, my husband got some new dirt and he's trying to build up some areas. This area is one of them. And let me just tell you, when it gets wet, it turns into like mud and just creates puddles everywhere. So I'm trying my darndest not to get the dirt too wet. I did finally pull the hose over here because there were so many bugs and stuff that this was just way easier than trying to wipe them away, and it will get it cleaner. I'm going to have to get some topsoil or something to go over this dirt that he's been using because it's seriously such a mess. It was raining just a little bit the other day, and so I just took a clip to show you. It's literally just turns into puddles of mud. Ugh. And it's so filled with rocks. Oh, what a mess. Anyways, I'm going to clean these windows now, and I'm not going to be able to get the very top of them because this area is just not steady enough right here in front of this big window, so I don't want to get on the top step ladder and fall. I really need to get myself like a little squeegee handle so I can reach higher spots, but I'll get the majority of the window clean, and at least we'll be able to see out again. These were mainly so dirty on the outside from all the power washing that we've been doing out here when we did the deck and stuff, and you can't even hardly see out because they were so dirty. So I would love to hear anything that you are working on in your house or your yard. Definitely feel free to share it with me down in the comments if you would like to. I always get super excited for whatever projects you are tackling this week to make your house feel better. Almost finished with this one, and then we're going to move over to the other one in the kitchen, and I need to get the laundry room outside of that window cleaned as well. So here's a little shot of what it looked like before. It was just really dirty. Not the worst it's ever been, but look at this window. Oh my gosh, it was so dirty outside from the power washer. And it really needed to be done. And this side as well was really dirty. And now it's all fresh and clean on the outside at least. The inside still needs to be clean, but I was just worried about the outside today. All the frames look so much better, and the windows, they are so much clearer. You can actually see in and see out. And you can see the little spot up on top that I just couldn't reach, so that will just have to wait. But for now, it just looks so much better all around. The screens need to be hosed down as well, which I will do shortly, but looks so much better. This is outside of my kitchen window, which you can see is really dirty as well, mainly from the bugs and everything else. And the inside of crank windows like this just get so much dirtier than the other windows, where the screens are outside of the windows. So once again, I'm going to take the hose and just wash off any of the dirt and the dust and the bugs that have been just sitting outside here and making it look super gross, and then I'll go through and clean it. Another thing I wanted to get done in this video is adding a couple of things to my front yard that I have been meaning to do and I just haven't done. So we're going to do some fun outside things for all the critters that have been visiting my yard that I so love. And yes, I already cleaned this window, but I got some water spots on it from spraying off the other two. So I'm just wiping it down again real quick to make sure it's clean. Now this area of the ground is level enough and solid enough, no extra, none of that yucky dirt has been added over here. So I feel comfortable standing on the top of the step ladder, and I'm gonna get these windows all cleaned up. By the way, you know I've been spending a lot of time outside. I'm even doing my voiceover outside, so you probably just heard a very loud car. But we just have limited amount of time in Michigan where it's nice weather, so I spend all the time I can outside. Now I could clean these windows probably from the inside by just taking the screens off, which I've done that before, but I would just rather be outside, and I'm just using paper towel to get any of the bug remnants off anyways. And it just feels easier to do this outside, so that's what I'm doing. And I've just been using my Dawn Power Wash with a scrubber to get everything as clean as I can get it. So we are gearing up for back to school soon. I think my girls have just under 2 weeks now left before they go back to school. If you have school-age children, let me know when yours go back. I know some schools have already started back. Some schools do like year-round. We still do the basically traditional summer break, which I love. So we're now getting into back to school mode. I'm going to be doing some back to school shopping, and the girls are getting their backpacks ready and school supplies and all of that fun stuff. Do you want to pop the screens out and hand them to me? Yes, they look bad. Can you see how dusty it is? I asked him to give me the screens, and he said, they don't look that bad. They looked bad. They're dusty. They're inside because these are crank windows, and so they get dusty. If they were outside, they'd have bugs and other things from outside. Well, this is gross. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh. That's disgusting. Open that window more. Open that window more. I gotta clean that.
Well, I'm gonna leave the screen in.
Could you see that big long string of just dirt and bugs and yucky from me spraying this area that almost hit me in the face when he opened the window? Look at how gross this is. I wasn't even, I never open my laundry room window. Very rarely. We open all the other windows in the house when it's nice outside. I just wasn't even thinking about this window other than the outside of it, which I already cleaned off. So I'm going to scrub this one real quick after I saw how dirty it was. Note to self, don't forget the laundry room window because it gets as gross as all the other windows. And it's funny, I didn't even realize, I know I cleaned this last year, but our laundry room used to be blue, like just blue. And we had it painted like over a year ago now, and the bottom and the side of the tracking it's still blue. I didn't even realize that, so I probably should paint that, but nobody ever sees that part anyway. I forgot to film it, but I sprayed and wiped off all of the screens, and now I'm just drying them off. So they are now dust-free, and I can hand them back to the hubs and put them in, and it will just look so much better now. It's getting to be a little later in the evening, so I want to hurry up because the mosquitoes are going to start coming out. They don't bother me too much, and I often forget to put on my mosquito spray. But anyways, this is what it looked like before. It was very gross, and you can see it's blue. So anyways, I scrubbed it all up, and it looks so much better. So glad I asked him to take those screens out, because I don't know if I would have noticed how dirty this window was. And this is what the outside area of the laundry room looked like before I took the hose and the Dawn Power Wash and just scrubbed it clean. So looks so much better. The kitchen window was very, very dirty, but we use this window all of the time. So I think it attracts more bugs over here because the light's always on. I had the window open when I filmed the after, but you can see it looks so much better. All the bugs are off of the inside of the window. And now as I was walking in, I was like, yeah, the sliding glass door really, really needs to be cleaned as well. Tons of water spots from when we did the power washing, and I haven't cleaned it. So I'm going to just do this real quick before I finish for the evening. And you're going to get to see some super duper cute head tilts from my little Clarky. Oh my gosh. His hair's getting very long, so we had it back in a ponytail so he can see. Hi, Clarky. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Yes, you are. All right, we got to clean. Not a clean door, but we got a clean dang window, streak free. If you see any dirt or streaks, it's from the inside because I got to clean those. This one too. All right, it's time to go in. It's getting dark. Well, hello there, handsome. They're like in the clean screen now. You can see all your friends outside. Hi, Thomas. Hi. All right, I'm going to do a few things in the front yard now. I bought this bird bath like a month ago from my local grocery store, and I've been meaning to set it up, so finally I'm setting it up today. And I've never had a bird bath before, so I had to pull out the instructions because I didn't think it was going to be quite that easy. It's just a stand, and the glass piece just sets on top of it. And I was just very drawn to this bird bath because it had hummingbirds on it, and I've been loving having hummingbirds in my yard. So this is what it looks like. It has a little solar light on the bottom as well, and I also bought a little fountain to go inside of it from Amazon. I'll show you that in just a little bit. I have it put out in the sun right now so it can get charged up, and I just had to move this a little bit to more solid ground. It was on an angle and the water was kind of like spilling over the side. Just trying to curate a space here so I can have more birds and some insects. I was super excited about an insect that I saw earlier that you're going to hear about in a little bit. So I also bought myself a new hummingbird feeder. So if you have hummingbird feeders, how do you clean them? The one that I have is a cheap plastic one. I got it from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25, and it started getting mold inside of it. I changed the water every single week. So I did wash it with some plant-based dish soap, and I rinsed it really, really well, but I wanted to get the mold out. So hopefully this one will work a little bit better since it's glass. All right, I got to try to save a zinnia. Not a zinnia, a Gerber daisy. So I told you guys maybe last week or maybe the week before that my Gerber daisies finally started sprouting again. Of course, I need to deadhead a couple of them. And this side hadn't done anything. It is now sprouting. I love the way they sprout. They just, you already know if you have Gerber daisies, but it's the cutest thing ever. This was on my porch. The grass was doing so poorly The Gerber daisies all died. I don't get any direct sunlight over on my porch. I planted Gerber daisies in this, cut them all back because they all died. They've never come back, never. I don't know if I can save them now. I think what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna dig them up. I don't know what I'll do with this pot, with that space. I'll figure something out and move these and see. I mean, we've got a couple more months that I could be getting some beautiful flowers. It doesn't get direct sunlight, so I know that's what it is. They are a full sun flower, which I did not realize when I planted them. And this area like literally gets no direct sun. So let's see if we can save these babies. The leaves still look pretty good, so I'm hopeful. All right, I'm gonna dig this Gerber daisy up and just plant it with my dahlias where it gets a whole lot of sun and hope that maybe it'll sprout some flowers. Well, hello. Are you a Harry? Well, hi. Oh, I don't even know if I caught that on camera. The bird flew like almost right on my head. I think it was a chickadee. Oh my. I had to move my camera in case that happened again, and I sat there and talked to him for a second. It was not a chickadee. It was a hairy woodpecker. They're my favorite. Oh my gosh, they're so dang cute. But an Amazon truck pulled up because I was getting an Amazon delivery, so the hairy was not coming back down to eat some of the suet. I don't know if he didn't see me or if they're just getting so used to me, but literally almost landed right on top of my head. All right, I got the Gerber daisy out. I think the roots look good. I pulled off a couple of dead leaves, and I'm going to plant it right over here and then got a little surprise. Well, hello, Mr. B. It's so nice to see you. Hi. I think you are the first bee I have seen this year, except for a bumblebee. Seen a lot of your stinking wasp people. You're the first bee. Get everything you need, sir. Yep, I'm talking to the dang bees now. I had a honeybee in my flowers. I've had the big old beautiful bumblebees in my flowers and the big giant swallowtail butterfly. But this is literally the first honeybee I have seen in my flowers this year. Where did I put it? Where in the world did I put it? Oh, right here in front of me. Hello. You blended right in. Daisy. If you're allergic to bees, I know you don't want to see them, but I loved seeing that bee. I don't want to see the stinking wasps anywhere. I was thinking about it. Every time I've ever been stung in my life, it's been a wasp. I've never been stung by an actual bee. This is probably not where I would have put this daisy originally, but I was just trying to give it some life. So we'll see what happens. And now I'm going to hang up another hummingbird feeder and hope that I get more hummingbirds. I'm not giving up hope on this tree. I'm going to give it till next spring, but I think it is dead. But I'm going to use it for the birds. All right, got the new hummingbird feeder up. Let's hope they love it. The bird bath, let's hope they love that. I've got this, well, it was in direct sunlight when I put it. I should move it to the grass now. It's a fountain that's solar powered, so I was just trying to let it get some sun before we figure out how to put it in here. And got the Gerber daisies replanted. Hopefully I did it right. Hopefully I saved them. We only have a couple more months left, maybe 2 if we're lucky, depending on when we get our first frost. But hopefully. Do you have any suggestions? I got a big gap now. No, I haven't had flowers in here basically all summer because they died so quick from not getting enough sun. I don't even know if any nurseries are selling anymore. I'll have to look. But obviously it needs to be shade loving. So if you have any suggestions of what I can add to that spot for the next couple of months, that would be much appreciated. And real quick update, oh, look at this gorgeous, oh, there's a yellow jacket on it. I gotta put some things up for those. Anyways, I got 2 buds now, 2 flowers, I should say, and 2 more buds coming. OMG, this baby is gonna be so beautiful. And then I think I have a bud. My poor lily bloomed and it's already done blooming. It was only like, I don't know, a week that we got flowers. This one, pretty sure that's gonna be a bud right there. All my little guys are opening. My big tall, look at how big and tall this one is. No buds yet that I see. Anyways, I'm so happy. Can't wait to see what this dahlia is. My mom, when she dug the tubers up last fall, was basically right after my stepdad had died. And I can't even believe she did it. But she did, and she didn't mark any of them. So we have no idea what colors or what any of them are called. And I mean, the fact that she was going through such a devastating thing in her life and still managed to pull all the tubers up, store them properly so she could replant them this spring, I still can't even believe she did. So who cares that she didn't? It's like all a surprise. But funny because almost all of hers are in bloom. She doesn't have any of these. I'm like, Mom, I don't see any of these in your yard. She goes, I don't have any of those. But we didn't know what any of them were because she didn't mark any of them. So anyways, I'm not sure what this one's called. If you know, let me know. No, this one's, I think, a little honeybee. Look at him. Honey, they're not going to bother you if you don't bother them. Oh, I'm so happy to see him. Oh, it is cute. Yes, it's a little fountain. How adorable. Oh, it looks like little fireworks. Oh, it changes colors. Does it look like fireworks? That's so cute. I hope the birds love it.
Because there's just spray out of the water that's already in there.
Yeah.
You can trim these little things to make it set better.
Oh, okay. Because that fountain is kind of small. Huh. That is very cute. This is the view at night. I just absolutely love it out here. And now we got the new little water fountain that's solar powered. And the hummingbirds love the new feeder already. And it's so cool because usually on my other one, I don't have a spot for them to stand, so they're fluttering about to eat. This little guy, he's just sitting there with his wings closed, eating away. I love it. I love it. This is what it looks like during the day. Isn't that so dang cute? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen any birds in it yet, but we've had a ton of rain today. It's supposed to be a sunny day, so we will see. And it was just 3 days ago that I filmed this little update. And I have 2 flowers, 3 buds on this dahlia. And remember how I said that one was getting a bud? 3 days. 3 days. Look at, can you see? It's a little bud. It's a little bud there. And it's a little bud there. Oh my gosh. And then there's another one. Hang on. Okay, this one. This one. My first one over here, it's got a teeny little bud. I'm so dang excited, so I had to give you the update. Well, this is my view in the morning, and I have to do it from the dining room because when I open the door, about 20 birds fly away. I think I got some sparrows out there and one blue jay in the suet. He flew away. It's just so lovely. There's the little blue jay just patiently waiting for the little guys to leave. There's so many of them. And I can't even believe it. I put the new hummingbird feeder out 3 days ago. It's totally empty. The other one that I've been filling, I refill once a week, and it's never fully empty. This one is totally empty, so the hummingbirds are loving it. I boiled up some more, I think I did almost 2 cups of water and sugar mixture, because I had only put 1 in there. So I got to refill this already after 3 days. I was out this morning and a hummingbird came and I looked up and I was like, oh, it doesn't look like there's anything in there. Ah, I'm so happy. I have another hummingbird feeder coming for the tree and 2 more bird houses, but they didn't come in time for this video. I was so mad. Anyways, I'll get them out as soon as they come. In the meantime, refilled this. I'm going to put this out for the little hummingbirds, and hopefully this will last for, I don't know, I'm going to have to keep checking on it every few days. Thanks for spending some time with me on this bonus video. Let's wrap it up. All right, well, that's going to about wrap up this video. I've refilled the hummingbird feeder. I got the fountain going. It's just so lovely. I think we're going to get rain later today. I've been seeing a ton of fall decorate with me videos, which I love, but I cannot even think about fall. I'm so enjoying summer and enjoying all of my flowers. I can't wait till my dahlias bloom. I'll definitely keep you posted. But I got a lot done today. I got the garbage cans cleaned, or this week I should say. Garbage cans cleaned, all the outside windows cleaned in the back, all the door frame or window frames, all of that. Got hopefully saved that daisy. Got some new stuff for the birds. I got more bird stuff coming. OMG. Anyways, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I sure do appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you on Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye.